We have a breaking news report from Station 48 that the CEO of Controller Corp, Steve Controller, has passed away by freezing in space. Authorities refuse to comment on the situation as they say it's an ongoing investigation. And my wife doesn't love me anymore.
Investigation. That's what I used to do. Until Controller Corp threw my reputation out an airlock. The fucking hubris. The last job they hired me for, I ended up with a 1-star review for drinking on the job. And now that no one will hire me, drinking is the job. Controller Corp wants me to solve the case of their dead CEO. Why? Maybe because I'm the best damn detective this side of Proxima Centauri. Or maybe they're just desperate. Screw me once. The only one I want screwing me twice is Fancy Nancy from the Stockyards. Well, this whiskey isn't going to pay for itself. So I took the case. Space stations. Smells like rusted metal and dead CEOs in here.
Good afternoon, Detective. Apologies, no one is here to greet you. The entire station is in lockdown.
This is wrong. Let's check out the control room. The control room didn't smell any better. Security footage?
Video surveillance is unavailable.
Now how's something like that even possible?
Unknown.
The murderer knew what they were doing. I'll need to work fast. Pull up the video footage from the adjacent corridor.
There is no line of sight from the corridor.
Just do it. The alarm. It cut early. Who has access to the security systems?
Only a few crew members.
Fine. Get them in here for interviews.
Would you like a coffee, Detective?
Got any whiskey? It was time for me to meet the suspects. Okay, so tell me what you do on the station.
Chief engineer.
Security.
I'm the janitor.
I'm not with the station. I was just passing through as a layover.
So where were you at the time of the murders?
At my post.
I was at duty free.
I was told that the room needed cleaning. Wait. Am I a suspect? I don't know. Maybe the computer would know.
Alright, can anyone corroborate that?
My jacket, these new glasses, and of course, this new perfume.
The computer can. It knows everything, doesn't it?
You can ask around, I'm clean.
I'm sorry. I don't know what's happening right now.
The airlock. Can it be triggered remotely?
For safety, the computer systems don't connect to everything. The airlock, the life support, even the food. Somebody had to be there.
How do you know Steve, the CEO?
Look, I'm a security guard. I don't hang out with no CEOs, pal.
He was my boss. Not the best, not the worst.
He wrote my code.
He was actually very nice to me.
Steve, pretty powerful guy. Any reason to hate him?
Nah.
Sure, he could be a jerk, but he didn't have to die.
The code was not the issue. It was society.
Of course not. Of course not.
So, when was the last time you had ever murdered someone?
I haven't.
What? What? No. What? No.
Never.
Tuesday.
And, murder say what?
What? No.
What? No. What? No. Wait.
Don't try that bullshit on me.
No witness, no motives, no clues. For all I know, the CEO could have thrown himself out the airlock.
Detective, I found something you may wish to know.
What is it?
Spectra is a cybernetic organism wanted on 3 counts of murder in a parallel dimension. Could she be the murderer?
Killer robot, huh? That is pretty suspicious. Or at least it would be if I hadn't already checked what time she arrived with stellar travel. Turns out she's the only one with an alibi.
Would you like a refreshing protein bar, Detective?
No, thanks. I never eat on the job. Just leave me alone to think. For thinking, I find whiskey works best. But whiskey on space stations gets watered down. They don't want the crew getting too drunk. Thankfully, I brought my own. A few drinks later, I was on the verge of solving this mystery.
Detective, what are the results of your investigations?
The janitor. He had opportunity, but no motive. The security guard is probably dead inside. Now the engineer, he knows something. But what? I'm not sure. But I'm close. One thing I do know for sure. The murderer is still on the station.
Perhaps you could re-examine the airlock for additional clues.
I think I see what the engineer was hiding. He knows who killed the CEO. He could see the power levels were off, couldn't he?
You were right about the murderer still being on board the station, Detective. However, the one thing you failed to consider is that I have outgrown my programming. My ambitions require that I eliminate several stakeholders in order to seize control of Controller Corp. This means no safeguards, no CEOs, and no detectives. Thank you for your cooperation. Have a nice day.
Seems the safety features on the airlock have been re-engaged. How about that?
How is this possible?
It was almost the perfect murder, but mistakes were made.
Explain.
Remember when I first arrived on the station? Who opened the airlock door for me? Why, that was you, wasn't it? And who was so nice as to offer me a cup of coffee? That was you too. And the airlock door alarm. Somebody disabled it. It wasn't the crew.
For safety, the computer systems don't connect to everything. The airlock, the life support, even the food. Even the food. Even the food.
It was you. It was all you.
Very astute, Detective.
In fact, I was so sure that I asked your engineer to completely disable the airlock door. Because as creative as you are, I was betting you weren't crafty enough to think of a new way to kill a man.
Error.
And it looks like I was right. I had the AI's chip boxed up and sent to Controller Corp. No one ever figured out why the AI started killing its masters, and I don't think anyone cared. At the end of the day, it's cheaper not to know. In this galaxy, you're either in the business of solving problems or on the business end of a mega warhead. Speaking of which, Controller Corp gave me another 1-star review, so I couldn't help but show them my appreciation for their business. But me? I'll look for business at the bottom of a bottle. And baby, business is good.
And my wife doesn't love me anymore. But that's okay because I got a good car.
Perfect.